Hi, and welcome to this Elevate Founders expert session on how to stay sane as a CEO. I'm going to be exploring some of the things that you can do in the mad, helter-skelter world of running a business that's going to help keep you balanced and performing well. Enjoy. Today we're going to be looking at how to stay sane as a CEO. In today's world of running a business, there are so many pressures that it is often like being on a roller coaster. You have huge highs when everything's going right and massive lows when you think everything's about to fall apart, often in the same day. And that can create huge strain, huge mental pressure on today's CEOs and business owners. So today I'm going to share some of the top tips that I give my clients into how to stay sane as a CEO. So, tip number 1, let some plates drop. Not everything is going to go well, not everything is going to go right all the time. And the key thing as a CEO, as a business owner, is to know what you should be focused on and what you shouldn't be focused on. A lot of the business owners that I work with just get so caught up in the here and now of problems or challenges that arise that they can sometimes just focus on those above what they really should be focused on that's going to drive the growth of the business and the success of the business. So the top tip here would be to separate out what are the important things for your business and what are the urgent things that crop up. Focus on the important, and if there's time to sort out some of the urgent stuff that comes, do, and if not, don't worry, most of the time it gets fixed anyway. So just focus and keep focused on the really important stuff. Number 2, look after the water. What do I mean by that? Well, many years ago, this young man went to see this billionaire, and he walked into his house and he had these enormous tropical fish tanks that went down each side of his hall. The young man looked at him and said, "Wow, these fish from all over the world, they're amazing. How do you look after them all?" And the owner said, "Well, I don't look after the fish, I look after the water. If I look after the water and the environment in which they live is right, then the fish will thrive and they'll be fine." A lot of the time, business owners are spending so much time sorting out people's problems that they're not necessarily focused on creating a culture within a business that allows people to thrive and grow. Micromanaging can also slow people down and slow down their progress and slow down their ownership of what they're doing. So look after water, create that culture within a business that allows people to really do their best work there and trust them to get on with that. Number 3, develop a long-term plan for yourself. A lot of the time, business owners, again, they're focused on the here and now. They've got weekly reports, they've got quarterly reports for shareholders to do, they've got board meetings to prepare for, hirings, growing into new markets, all those things can take up the here and now. And a lot of business owners don't spend enough time really focusing on where they need to be as a CEO in the next 2 to 3 years and what skill sets and skills that they need to develop during that time to help them run that business. 84% of CEOs get removed from their own company by the time it hits about £20 million turnover. So grow as your business grows. Invest into yourself, get the right support around you to be really growing your skill sets as the business grows. Number 4, build a trusted circle. Build trusted relationships with people around you. They're going to tell you what you need to hear, not necessarily what you want to hear. And also people that you can take problems to, take your stresses to, and get some really good feedback for you. Often running a business is quite an isolating experience. It can be quite hard. You don't necessarily have a lot of people around to share frustrations, strains, problems that you face day to day. So build a trusted circle of people that you can go to with those problems. Find outlets of people that you can share a challenge with, share an issue with, and get some really good feedback for you in terms of how you can deal with that. It's going to really help with mental health. Number 5, have time for you. 49% of CEOs or business owners will experience at least one form of mental health challenge in their career. That is a really scary stat for anybody running a business. And a lot of that is because they just take the strains of work with them 24/7. They wake up in the middle of the night thinking about a work thing, they get stressed, they get overloaded, and that can lead to burnout and other challenges. So develop some hobbies, develop interests outside of work. Have time for you. The best way that you can then serve and help the people in your business and be really useful and beneficial to business is if you're in the most optimum performance space for you. And number 6, my last point, is sleep and exercise. Sleep is one of the biggest factors in mental health challenges and one of the triggers to perhaps that could lead to further problems down the line. So make sure you're getting enough sleep. For some people, that's 6 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, whatever it is for you. Work that out and make sure that you have enough sleep each day. Catching up on sleep at the weekend. I know lots of people who go, yeah, but I work really hard during the week and then at the weekend I catch up. Nobody ever catches up on sleep. Most of the time it's just causes other problems and your body starts to sort of shut down. So try and protect that sleep time during the week. Try and make sure you're getting good quality rest at weekends and during the week. Make sure you're getting a good amount of sleep each night. And get some exercise too. Not everybody likes going to the gym or throwing dumbbells around or running around parks at 2 degrees outside. But find an exercise. Find something that gets the body moving that works for you. Exercise releases dopamine to the brain, which again helps us feel more positive generally, but also it can kind of help reinvigorate and re-stimulate the brain and body. So find some sort of form of exercise that works for you. Thank you so much for watching this episode, and I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe and please comment below and tell us what you want more of these expert sessions on. We will go and find the experts. Thank you too to Runway East for letting us use these offices to film in. If you're looking for shared workspace to grow your startup from, I would highly recommend you use them. They're based in London and Bristol, but they're expanding fast, so do check them out. And thank you for watching.